Hello everyone, I'm Defense3004. Welcome back to Planet Crafter. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to hang out with me. I always enjoy having you here. So sit back, relax, enjoy the video, and let's get into some gaming. Last time we were here, we went and got some things done over in that crater. We got all that stuff cleared out over by the crater where that place drops down. We also went into that cave that's in the crater where the pulsar quartz is and got that cleaned out. And there were a couple of other things that I had to cut out of the last video, and I'll show you that in a little bit. But right now, what I am doing is I am making another tree seed. I am making this tree seed elitist. We don't have any of the elitists. We have like 7, actually 8 tree planters right now, for the main reason that we have this one over here, and this is like a tier 1, I want to say, tier 2. So this one has the Linfolia, and we have something that I did not know. This is a new one that I just put down, so we got to make a tree seed for that. Right here, we have these trees in this area. And I don't know exactly when that happened or whatever, but I looked inside of here. This is a tier 2. And we already had an Amora. And I don't know where we got the Amora from. I don't remember ever making an Amora. Maybe we did, I just don't remember. And this is the new tier 3 that we got the last time. We also put this in, and we have another Amora. So we have that, and then over here, way over here, we have this tree spreader over here, and this one has the Soleus in it. None of these do super excellent, but they do good enough. Main reason is we need to get our plants up. And as you can see, with like, okay, this is a regular tree spreader. It does plants 97 grams per second. This one has the Humalora. This is all of the tree spreaders, actually. Well, hey, how do you like that? I even know about this one over here. Okay, maybe we do have an elitist over here. I don't know. We'll find out. This is a tier 1 as well. And Itera. Okay. So we do have that. And these ones do 97 grams per second, as you saw. And I don't think we have any other tree spreaders. I didn't know about that one over there. Totally forgot. It's been, well, too long. So the first tier 2 that we have here does 175 grams a second for the plants. We need the plants to come up so we can open up the next thing, and that's going to help out a lot. For the tier 3, I don't know. Let's go take a look. I could look on my chart, but I just didn't get that far. That does 1.25 kilograms. So it does a lot more than what the tier 2 does. So that's going to be good. Once we get this elitist in there, then we will have that, and that's going to help us out a lot. There is something else that I want to do. We've been collecting a lot of the honey and the wheat and different things and the cocoa, and I want to go make some of the breads and different things like that. I've been wanting to do that. I was going to do that last time, but just didn't have time. So we now have an elitist tree seed. Let's go and take that guy. Let's get this guy planted. I'm gonna put a tree seed in here, or tree bark, I mean, in here. I also have a Shenga that we got from somewhere. We can make some other tree seeds too. It isn't gonna hurt anything. But over here, I thought maybe I'd go ahead and put in one kind of in this barren area and go see how well this does. Because these guys will do a lot. 1.25 kilograms a second, and that's going to help out a lot. Okay, so now we have an elitist that we didn't have before, and that's going to help grow up more trees, which is going to help our plants come up quite quick. Okay, so now we got that done. We do have tier 3 spreaders, and that's good. And I also did put in another one of these because I was getting low on power. I only had 800 power left, so I needed to do something because we were going to run out if we keep on, growing and expanding, which we are going to keep on growing and expanding. That's part of the way the game is played. So there is that. Gather our food first, okay. What does that do? Does that do any plants? I didn't even think about looking here. Plants does 95 grams a second. That's all right. That's cool. That does help. Now let's go look and see underneath here. So our GTI is now at 35. Oh, that came up pretty quick, to be honest. We're at 3.68 for the next stage, which is fish. We have breathable atmosphere. We don't have to worry about air at all for right now until we go underwater. And I wanted to go to this. I don't know where I'm going. Underneath the plants. So that's at 2.45. At 3.25, we get the butterfly farm. Insert butterfly larvae in it to increase insect levels. That's what I want to get. This is what I want to open up next. That's going to help out a lot. And then we get other tree seeds and butterflies and different things like that. So that's what I'm working towards. Hopefully we can get that done. That would be really, really, really good if we could. And I would be quite happy if we could do that. Let me go get some things put away, and then we'll go over what I had to cut out of the last video real quick. It won't take terribly long. I just want to show you, so that way, you know, show you everything that I do. I just kind of like to do that. When we were looking around the last time, I did something that I was going to keep in the video, but the video was just too long. I made another teleporter, and I'll show you where that is. So if we go to here, it says hardship. Let's go over there and I'll show you what that is. So over here is the hardship, and this is this ship that was almost impossible to get through. It's small, but it's really difficult to maneuver. And the last time that we were here too, we came through an area over here that is up here, and we went to the crater cave, which is where that marker is. And that's back over here. And that's where the pulsar quartz cave is. So we went through there and we came out over here, and then I ended up way over here at this ship and was like, okay, well that's really cool. So I didn't really know, but I did build a teleporter here, and my thought was to get rid of this place. But the more I think about it, the more I probably want to have another thing here, just in case we need something for over here. You never know when there may be things added in areas that we need to have something at, you know. So there is that. I did clear most everything out of this place here, so there's nothing left here. But what we can do is go around to the other side of the falls, and then we'll go to the crater and we'll see. So there's lots of stuff in here that we have. Ooh, another golden seed. I like those. And there's stuff here. We need some more zeolite anyway, so let me go and take that. And of course we have all kinds of flowers and everything else here. There's so much stuff. This is over by the other ship that we have been to. This is one of the last ships that we found. The waterfall is just right up there. And then the crater is over there. So let's go take a look at that area too. So I just want to show you the different teleporters that I have, because I thought it's really interesting. Now that we're at the crater, we went through that crater cave, which, as you know, if you remember, if you've seen the video, is right down here. It is, well, I can at least go partially over to it. I got it. It's right down there. That is the crater cave. And we have trees down there. When did trees get down there? I don't remember any trees down there. This is where that place with the iridium stuff was. The big rock with the iridium in the middle and all of that stuff, and now we have trees here? What the heck? Because there was a big iridium rock here. Now that iridium rock is gone, and now it has trees. And there's that hard base that was really hard to find when this was all filled with that yellow ick from whatever this crater had in it. So now all of this is gone and all that iridium is gone. That's crazy to think that this has changed so much, and I never really even looked down here. That's nuts. Well, that's cool. I like that. That's awesome. I think that's actually really cool that that does happen over here, you know? The way this game changes the terrain and everything, it's just really crazy. I've never seen anything like this. This is a really cool game when you're terraforming your own planet and, you know, doing things. So I just thought I would show you the crater, and then of course, you know, got distracted. And it looks like there's another waterfall here that I don't think was here not too terribly long ago. So I don't know if there's a way that we can get up there. Let me go make sure that I have enough water. I can actually get water. That's not that big of a deal. We were just down there by water. What I'm going to probably do is go down and get some water, and I'm going to go see if I can go up that way, any way that I can. And hopefully I will be able to get up there, because I don't remember that the last time. And if I don't remember the last time, that means it probably wasn't here the last time. So how do you like that? That is awesome. Okay. Let me just make sure I can get water. Alright, now this was starting to melt at 35 GTI, so what that means also is there could be another place over here that I just don't know about, and that could always be a possibility. There's a little cave back here. What the heck? This wasn't here before, because I think that's where the ice was that I was talking about that I didn't know if it melted or not. Osmium rod, that's the next thing to come on, and there's another nitrogen cartridge. Ooh, 100 Terra tokens. Well, how do you like that, an osmium rod? Well, let's just take this. That is awesome. I didn't even know that was a thing. Now, of course, our oxygen is going to go down here because, you know, we're not in the air. There's a golden chest down here, man. I did not know that was down here. Well, that's just really awesome. That is cool. That's why the waterfall is here, because at 35 GTI, the ice started to melt. And that's why all of this is happening. Got it. Okay, so I was right. The ice did melt, and there was a nice hole back there, and there was things back there, all kinds of surprises. Very, very interesting. And also, when we were here, we kind of got lost down here, but we did go into that place that's down here, and we got some of this area mostly cleared out. I don't remember if there's anything back here. And I'm going to take a quick check, because I honestly do not remember. I think there may be a couple of things, because some of these chests still have, okay, there's a couple of things there. I was thinking that there may have been a couple of things, and as far as I know, everything else here is done. There is nothing here left for us to do. We have gone as far as we can that way, and all of this is done. We can only take apart those chests, which of course is just a little bit of iron, so I'm not going to get too terribly worried about that. Let's go over this edge, and let's get back out there, and let's go see if there's anything that we can do back at our base. I'm going to teleport over there once I get out of here. I just have to remember to go up here. And that's the hardest part that I have the hardest time with. So we have a new waterfall. I'm also going to go up there and check that out, because I do want to see if there is anything up there. So I am going to work on that. And then I will see you in just a quick minute once we start going up there. I'm pretty sure we're in an area that I don't recognize. As you can see, there is no sky right here. And I thought I was in the right place. And I came up here. You just saw me come up here a few seconds ago. And I didn't go out that way. That's where I made a little bit of an error. And when I did, I don't think I found this chest the last time. Because there's a radium rod, there's osmium, there's good stuff in here. If I'd known this in here, I wouldn't have made it, but for the tree spreader. But I did, so I guess there is that. So, interesting. I'm finding more and more in this game all the time, and think you find something and you find out you don't know anything about the game and you've been lost for a while and you don't even know it. This is where I thought I was, and I knew that it was open in the sky, and I'm like, okay, and I knew about this chest here, but I didn't know about that other chest unless I found it, and I completely forgot, which of course would not surprise me. Before we go seeing if there's a way to get up on top of that waterfall, let's go and open up these Terra tokens. So now we have 100 more Terra tokens. Yay! So that's going to be quite a bit more. And maybe we can actually buy something good with them, but I really don't know. We're just going to have to go and see. Let me go see if I can find a way to get up on top of there. I don't know if it's going to let me or not, but this looks like it might be a new area too. So we are on the very top now. There doesn't appear... Wow, that's a long ways down. There doesn't appear to be anything up here other than nothing. And a rare larva, I guess. So, you know. Other than that, there isn't anything up here. I just wanted to check and make sure. You never know. I just thought that was really, really interesting that was even down here. So in our crater base now, we do have a few things. We have some of the pulsar quartz, and actually I think I'm going to take the mutagen back too. We do have a couple of nitrogen cartridges, which I haven't seen yet, and osmium rod, which is nuts. I know we can open those up later. I just didn't know that we were going to find one. And that's really, really, really awesome. I do like that part a lot. And there was a chest that had tier 2 stuff in it, but I'm trying to remember where that was because I found it and now my brain is fried and I don't know where I saw it at because we went down to that crater. I got distracted with that. We went down there. We've got that golden chest. I think I know where that chest is. I think it was the chest that was down here in this. So we've got down here. We found the new place that had the open area, which was back here where the golden chest was, and we came out, we went this way, and I came up over in this area, and it was back here where that, yes, this is where the other chest was that I was thinking about. I could not remember where it was, even though we looked at it just a minute ago. I was totally confused to where it was, and there it is. Okay. So yes, this is a new chest, because I don't think we could have got here the last time, because all of this was covered with ice. We couldn't even get to this area, so the ice actually did melt at 35 GTI. We're at 36 GTI now, and that's pretty awesome that I actually did that fast. So I do find that pretty interesting. And as I said, I didn't go out that way. Instead, I turned around and came the other way, and that's where I made my mistake. Now, okay, that looked like ice. Of course, there wasn't, but maybe there is still pockets of ice somewhere that I just don't know about. And this is the area where the sky's open that I thought that I was at when I found that other chest. So confusing. Let's go make some of those baked goods if we can. I think that would be good because I've never made any of that stuff, and I know they're like a food source, but I don't know exactly what all it takes to make them. And now that we have some other stuff, we can put this away, and then of course we can gather up all the stuff that's in here eventually. We're not going to do it right now. We do need zeolite though, because we are getting low on that. And looks like, dang, there's a lot of zeolite here, man. Holy moly. Plus all these rocket engines and everything, and so much stuff. I'm up here at the kitchen now, and this is of course, you know, in our whatever rec room or whatever it is that we have. Of course, I have some extra food and water in there. I set that up quite some time ago. Just noticed that shelf up there. That's crazy. I never even noticed that. That's awesome. And so I was kind of checking out a few things. It looks like the cookie takes 3 flour and 3 chocolate. And the flour is 6 wheat per 1 bag. So you figure that that's 6 times 3 is 18 of the flour. I don't know if we have 18 wheat. And cookies, the chocolate is going to be the same thing for the chocolate, like 16, 18 cocoa. Let's go see how much of that we have, and hopefully we'll have enough to be able to make some. I do know we will have a couple of more from all of this, so we should have enough. Let's go ahead and take, we're not going to have enough in there, but the wheat is getting very full. The honey is full, so I've been putting honey in here. And we're going to need, let's go and start with 6. We'll make some chocolate, and then we'll come back, we'll grab some wheat, and we'll see what we can do, because that's going to be very important. And we might even do something like make a grower up here, and if we can get some of those seeds, like cocoa seeds and wheat seeds, we can have some down there and some up here, and then we can make more stuff up here, and we can have some growers around. I'm sure we could put a couple of growers up in here, maybe near the windows or something. That would be good. That would be kind of awesome, actually. So we can make some chocolate. Let's go and make a chocolate. Oh, that was cool. Cooked it right there on the stovetop, of course. Alright, so we have 1 chocolate. We can't really do anything with that 1 chocolate, but if we get some more, then we can make a cookie. So that might actually be something worth looking into. Let me see what I can do about gathering up that and make a cookie or something. As I was making the stuff to make the cookie, I realized that maybe there's something else that we can make. So the cookie takes 3 flour and 3 chocolate, but if we go next door to that, you can see that the birthday cake takes the same thing with just 3 honey. And what I have done is I have taken a small chest here, and I put everything in it that I need. We could put a big chest if we want to later. For right now, we just have a small one, so what I'm going to do is just go and take everything out. And let's go ahead and see about making a birthday cake. I don't think it does anything. It doesn't do anything because this does food and everything. It's just a decoration. So there is that, and everything else looks like it actually does a fair amount of food. Now we don't have anything for the fish soup, but the honey cooked beans we could make that really easy. This is just a decoration, but I still think it would be a good thing to do. So let's think about it, but let's make the cookie first. That's what I really wanted to make, and we just baked ourselves a cookie. How do you like that? So now we have that, and it does restore health 90, whereas this does 90, and it looks like the croissant 75, and the home-cooked beans 50, honey-cooked beans. Probably do one of those too. We might actually maybe do a couple of those because that would reduce the thirst for a little bit. Let's get some eggplants and some squash. How much squash do we have? We have 1. I can go ahead and put the stuff in here for right now, and let's just go ahead and do that. I also want to see how much it's going to cost to get those 2 items that we were talking about that we could potentially get. There are some things that we can get. We have 6,398 tokens. There is 2 more slots in here. I'm going to make some more fabric. We'll fire that off in just a minute. But as far as this goes, we could get another cocoa seed and a wheat seed. Let's get one of each. It's going to take it down a tiny little bit, but that isn't going to help. That isn't going to hurt at all is what I meant. And maybe we can actually get a tree seed roser after a little while or something. And I'm not going to get too worried about some of this stuff. This will probably be good. But so there's all kinds of new blueprints that we can get. Some of them are going to be very, very expensive, but I'm sure that we can do that. So let me get that done. We'll launch the trade rocket up, and then we'll also hopefully get that stuff back as well. Let me go. How much do we have? I don't know what we have upstairs. So what I'm going to do is just gather it, and then we'll make it. How's that sound? So we can make at least a couple of those, and that should help out a bit. getting thirsty. I want to save that water for right now, so we'll just drink one of those. Ooh, osmium rod, new blueprint. So what that means is we actually got the next thing, because the osmium rod was underneath here on this top one. There we go. Yep. So 39 GTI. Wow, I can't believe we're up to 39 GTI. That's nuts. 45 fusion energy cell. Fusion energy cell. I think that's what we need in the ships, because you remember there was that fusion place for the ships. 45 GTI. Nice. That's coming along really good. Looks like oxygen is going to be a long ways away, but we can also help ourselves out with that too. All right, let's continue this for a quick minute, and let's get that stuff done while we still, have half a chance. Just got those out. Now let's go ahead and go over here. We also had to put the silk away because it didn't take it out of our inventory. Took it out of the chests. Let's put that in here. That is... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I forgot that it does that when it's, full. Startled me, man. It made me freak out there for a second, in case you couldn't tell. So, hopefully... Okay, trade rocket returns in 576 seconds. I did not know that. I did not know that there was a countdown for it. How do you like that? Okay. Alright. So we can make osmium rods now. Let's go over to here. I want to go see probably the same thing that it takes for everything else. Osmium rods and 9. Yep. I don't really want to do that, but we can make them if we want to, so that's always good too. Well, we did make a cookie, and hopefully we'll get those wheat seeds and flour seeds. And I'm also thinking about getting a couple of these, like I said, up there at our kitchen, because that would make that so much easier. We could put a couple of them up here. We could even put them in the hallway here if we wanted to, between areas. That would be good. We could put them by the windows. We could put one, we could put them all over the place, and that would be really, really good. Let's go see what that's going to take and build a couple of those. Let's go ahead and get those guys done, so that way we have those ready, and then we don't have to worry about it as much. Since those guys are actually fairly small, we might actually be able to place both of them right next to here, and have them just kind of facing, the same direction. Okay, there we go. So we have both of those now done. That's awesome. So we can get those seeds in there, and then we'll have a lot more food coming as well. And that's going to help out quite a bit. I'm actually probably not going to gather much of that right now, just because we are low on room. But I can go and start gathering more of this stuff while we wait for that rocket to come back and see if we can get our stores rebuilt up again. That would be pretty awesome. Just had another asteroid land right now. I don't know what it is that it contains. It landed right over here. It could be osmium. Looks like it's probably going to be osmium as far as I can tell. Landed right out here. Yep, it's all osmium. I thought it might have been osmium because it had the blue tinge to it, but it was really, really hard to find. And that means that there will also be sulfur in with some of it, and that's okay too. And there's still even more coming down. How do you like that? Oh wow, that one's right up here. That's awesome. Oh, there it is. Osmium. Sweet. We need some more osmium. Well, maybe not really, but you know. You know how I try to collect stuff, like everything that I can get my hands on. Believe I got all of the osmium that I wanted picked up, that I could find at least. And we also have our Elitis trees, which are these, or Altius, whatever they are. So these are the newest trees that we have, and I don't remember seeing those. I think they're really cool looking trees. They definitely have a different flavor about them, and I really like that a lot. And I think that's really awesome. I really like how far out the tree spreader tier 3s do, and the fact that they help us out so much. Okay, we just got our terror tokens. So that means that the ship is returning, and sure enough, there he is. I just looked a little bit ago, and I had like 66 seconds, so I figured it was going to return very shortly, and sure enough, I just collected the honey and headed back over, and there it was. Been busy doing a couple of other things. Put in another drill to keep the pressure up so we can, you know, keep on doing that. And maybe we'll actually have some surprises in here, huh? Let's hope that we do. Let's go take a look. All right. Yay, we do. Ooh, we do. Ooh, we do. We do. So now we have that. Now we can actually get a lot more cocoa and wheat, and that's going to be freaking amazing. We already have a lot of honey, and we're going to go through honey, I feel, pretty quick, but at least we do have that, and now we can grow our own stuff right here in our own bedroom or our own workroom or whatever this is. So now we have some more cocoa and wheat showing up, and it might be a good idea to maybe put in a couple of large chests over here or something so we can put a lot of that stuff in here, and then we can make a lot of food, and we can also keep that down there. Let's make one more thing. Honey cooked beans. Let's make that. Cool, so we made another food. Now we have two different kinds of other foods in here. And then we also, of course, have these that are going to help us out. This is not as good, but it does reduce the thirst for a little short time. And that is really cool. I do like that part a lot. We're also, you know, still have 2,000 electricity. It is going down, but it is still, you know, happening that we are having a lot of electricity. I'm just really excited for those fusion cells that are going to be coming here soon, because that's going to be really awesome. We are getting somewhat close to some of this stuff. This is a long ways away, but some of the other things are going to be happening real quick. Like that's at 45. We're already at 40. Holy moly! That GTI is going up really fast right now, and that's awesome. This is a long ways away. And this is coming. It's just still going to be quite a ways away before we get the ore extractor tier 2. Once we get this fusion energy cell, we can begin going into those big ships, I do believe, because there are those fusion places, you know, where the big things are, and hopefully we'll be able to do that. Let me go show you real quick what I am talking about. I know you've seen them, but it has been a little bit since we have been inside of these, so let's go have a quick sneak peek again. Inside of here we have, not there. Maybe we didn't have one in this ship. I thought that we did, but I guess that maybe we don't, but I do know that we do have those fusion reactors. What I'm going to do is go find one and I'll show you. Maybe if I can get out of here. What those look like, because it has been a little bit since we've looked at them, and you know, it would always be good to have a reminder about where they are and what they look like, because every ship is a little bit different. Back here in this big ship, the first one that we were in when we started the game, there is this place in the very back here that has this purple thing here with this right here, open fusion reactor. So what we can do is we can put in a fusion cell in there, I do believe, when we can make those, and then hopefully when that does, doors like this will also open and we can go into other areas in a lot of the ships and see what is in there. And since we have a breathable atmosphere, there's every probability that we will actually be okay. We'll just need to take food and water with us, and that's about all that we'll need. And hopefully that will be really awesome, and then we can, you know, get some more stuff figured out. So this is our very first place that we built when we first started the game, and there's so much more stuff. That's nuts. Now, we're not really very far from the base, so I'm not really too worried about, you know, making a thing up here, a teleporter. And my friend that plays this game, he also said that back down in here, there's a place that I need to go to as well that I have not been to yet, so we still need to go look at that. I don't know where that place is, but there's supposed to be another place down here that we need to go see. And it looks like this could be one of those places. But I really don't know, and we're just going to have to explore this next time. I do know we have been in this room, but maybe there is, because we have those lights on the ceiling. It looks like there is area down here too, and that's awesome. So that's cool. So we're gonna have to definitely be doing some more exploring, because this is such a fascinating world and everything. Let me get back to the base and I will see you there, and we'll explore this a little bit later. Well, I think we did pretty good for ourselves. We got some more other things built. We made some food in our kitchen here that we have. We have some extra stuff up here, and now we have some cocoa and wheat up here that we can put just exclusively to cook in the kitchen here. And then, of course, we also have our stuff that's over here, too, that we can use for other things, which is going to be really good. This will help out quite a bit, and then we can make more stuff with this. I just want to get as much of it that we can, so that way we can get it faster, if you know what I mean there. And we are coming up real quick on GTI. We're getting close to 41 GTI, and we opened up the osmium rods. We have another tier 3 tree spreader with the seed we haven't used before, so I think we did really good. This is very exciting, and we are finding way more things. I went to a new area and found another golden chest, and another chest that had some other stuff in it that we couldn't get to before. I think this is really exciting. If you've enjoyed the episode, drop a like on the video. If you're new here and you like what you see, consider subscribing, and we will talk to you next time. You have a great day, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.